MacBook Neo is an incredibly important product, not just for Apple and everyday consumers, but for me as well. Beyond being a fantastic, insane value Mac that I can proudly recommend to family, friends, and of course you guys, it also reminds me of why I fell in love with Apple to begin with, as it shares the same human, friendly, simply joyful energy as some of the first Macs I remember seeing and using as a kid. That initial joy and awe has never left me, so when I unboxed the Neo and more importantly unboxed this wonderful feeling, I knew that I had to buy all 4 colors and start using them as often as I could for the kinds of everyday tasks they're actually designed for. So in this video, I want to bring you through a sort of day in my life and show you a few places where the MacBook Neo inspires me to use and enjoy it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting up kind of late lately. I work late into the night often because I am taking the channel in a bit of a new direction and I'm really excited about it. So, such is life as a self-employed person, but I'm definitely trying to fix my sleep schedule. And per usual, my cats act like I haven't fed them in days, but that's always been my experience with cats and it's hysterical. Quick aside, peep the Apple decor. There's so much more of it to come. It's a problem, but a good one. I'm also lucky that they like eating the same type of wet food every day, twice a day, so saves me money when I buy it in bulk. I was going to the pet store to get cat litter and cat food. I just started ordering it online and it's way cheaper. Who would have thought?
Apparently not me. I was wasting my time.
And my money going to the store, overpaying anyway. Ridiculous. I'm also always really quick to make my bed in the morning because if I don't, I won't. And then I quickly follow that up with a shower and then I get dressed like a person does,
What am I saying? I'm leaving that in.
And while I normally wear a white Carhartt t-shirt, today's a special day because I'm bringing you along with me as I use and live with the MacBook Neo. Today's fit consists of an iPhone 3G shirt from 2008 and a color matching tote bag with the gray MacBook Neo that I have here. But don't worry, we're going to be mixing up the colors as you can imagine. But yeah, I'm just going to pretend like I'm not changing my outfits through this video. I try to maintain an element of movie magic, but it just gets to a point where you have to acknowledge the mechanics of it here, but I'll let the rest do the talking. And we're off and away with our first stop of the day being this diner that I love frequenting for breakfast food, sometimes lunch food. I love it so much. The staff is amazing. The food is amazing. Love Coney Islands. They're kind of a Michigan staple, I think, Midwest staple. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, it's just a vibe. It obviously feeds me, gets me out of the house. I love the natural light along the windows here. It also just reminds me of my childhood growing up in the early 2000s and the early 2010s, going to joints like this with my mom and my cousins. I'm literally shedding a tear saying this. I also habitually shed tears when I eat this S-tier chicken lemon rice soup. It's the best one I've ever had. It's also just good in general wherever you can get it, so definitely give it a try. And as you can see, I'm just browsing the news in Safari, reading some Mark Gurman and pouring a boatload of syrup on my pancakes, because why not? That's American, add some bacon and eggs. I'm sure I'll get some comments of like, oh, look at this American having a bit of bacon. It's like, yeah, what did you expect? Water is wet and found in the ocean, like shocker. Also love the decor in here. It really hasn't changed a bit over the years, and I just feel like I could be existing in here 20 years ago, 10 years ago, I just love, again, the timeless nature of these diners that are all over the country. It's just crazy how people would sit in here and read newspapers, and now I'm reading the news on the internet. I also like to catch up on text messages in the morning, so I'm checking up on my friend who's in Portugal right now. I've known this guy for 10 years. He's lovely, but he's always accidentally hurting himself. So far, he got himself sick from eating something, and he suffered heat exhaustion on this trip, which is wonderful. There's plenty more stories. I feel like I'm his dad talking about this. But anyway, it's nice to see someone stealing content from me. I'm just realizing now, word for word, emoji for emoji, another account did this too. It's just lame and weird and lazy. Like, at least credit me and the rest of the internet that you steal from on a daily basis. But hey, they stole my content, so at least I'm doing something right. But yeah, it's just interesting how there are 7-figure accounts that exist that just plagiarize off of other people's work and ideas, and that's what they do. Just food for thought. Could not be me. But anyway, had a lovely little breakfast moment here with the MacBook Neo, and now we are on our way back home. I do have some work that I have to get done, believe it or not. I actually do work for a living, even though I would love to just sit and vibe and eat, but that's not how it works. Except, if you're a cat, You get to do that all day and not pay rent. Okay, I only act like I'm sick of my cats. I love them as much as John Wick loved his dog, and just a bit more than I love Apple products. I hope you enjoy the decor and the devices just scattered around my place. It's very intentional. I just love living amid it from my job, and it also just brings me a lot of joy. Something that also brings me joy is Touch ID on the MacBook Neo with the slightly more expensive 512 gig model, and here I am replying to sponsor or business inquiries on Gmail with ChatGPT. I love the keyboard, and as much as I love typing on it, I cannot possibly type everything out. You know, there's not enough time in the day, and if you get as many emails as me, you want to go about answering them as quickly and as effectively as possible. And with a few of those emails out of the way, now it's time to do a bit more intensive work, somewhat creative work, I would say, although it's a bit more pre-production, you'll see. I've also put together a newer desk setup that I'm really excited about. It's a bit of a work in progress, as is the rest of this room, but I'll just show you this corner for now. It's an L-shaped desk, which features the first Apple product or Mac that I remember using at school, the 17-inch iMac from 2006. I also got an old Mac Mini here that I remember seeing at school as well. And I have that attached to a similar setup in that picture, but also pretty much an identical setup to what my parents had when I was a kid. This painfully slow, awful Dell Dimension crap that I really didn't want to use when I was a wee lad, but now I'm sort of, nostalgically connected to the peripherals at least. And I think little me would have loved to see BYODKM with a Mac Mini in action, so there you have it. And last up, we have my at-home workhorse, a studio display attached to an M4 Pro MacBook Pro with an external 8TB M.2 drive. It's fantastic and fast enough for most of what I do, but it often has a bunch of creative work open on it, which is why I like to use my MacBook Neo to do some task management in Notion. I could not possibly live without this app. I use it to keep track of all my tasks, which is especially difficult when you have ADHD like me. This is why I also use it to compile my shot lists, because if I don't do this, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it's just like doing pre-production work for a movie you're shooting. I don't know, I take my work very seriously, and I cannot just spontaneously do it, so I do some pre-editing work, that's what I call it. Not only, again, to give myself a clue, because otherwise I'm sitting there not knowing what to shoot, but once I capture all that footage, I have to put it somewhere, and if there's no sort of like general guide rails, I just cannot focus, and it's a nightmare, so I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. Love this external M.2, by the way, super great value if you like to do creative work with the Mac and you don't want to spend a fortune on internal storage. Thunderbolt 5 makes external stuff almost as fast, so the difference is negligible. And again, the cost difference is enormous. Anyway, now that my work from home is wrapped, it's time to head out again, but not before quickly attending and visiting with my cats for a minute. He's so weird. He likes to pick individual kernels out of the bowl, and I'm sure she thinks it's odd too. But who am I to talk like father, like son? We all gotta make our life work somehow. Like, for example, I have this man purse, that's what it is. I keep my wallet and keys in there because they'll otherwise fall out of my pocket or I'll lose track of them. And if I didn't keep the bag in that same spot, I would lose the bag entirely. So that's ADHD for you. Anyway, we're heading downtown. I love living in Ann Arbor, Michigan so much. It's the best city in the state, like hands down. You get so much variety here. Suburbs, you get the urban vibe, which I really love. I need that contrast in my life. It just keeps things more interesting, you know? I just don't like paying for parking, but that's the price you pay for being able to exist and work in a lovely downtown area like this. And notice how I didn't grab my messenger or business bag, because before we head to the office, oh, I forgot to tell you, I have an office down here. It's a lovely experience. We'll touch on that later. Again, for now, I want to work outside with the MacBook Neo that I have in a tote bag. I love having it in a tote bag. Carrying it around in like a messenger bag just feels wrong, but that's just me. Anyway, I've made my way down to the Diag. This is sort of a student area. I'm no longer a student, although I did go to school here, and it's just a lovely place to hang out. There's a lot of grass, there's a lot of open areas. I also need to touch some grass right now, like the thumbnail says. Anyway, this looks like a good spot to sit. Okay, watching this back, I kind of look like a performative male LARPer minus the matcha, but I'm genuinely enjoying my time outside. I also really enjoy using Notability, which has become a huge tool in my workflow. I'm just finding more ways to weaponize it as sort of like a thought dump area where I can flesh out early versions of scripts and other concepts. And how about some background music? I don't really feel like throwing on my AirPods, so the MacBook Neo speakers are doing a great job just playing some tunes as I continue to work out here.
Back to my little Notability workflow here. I like it even more on my iPad Pro because you get to whip out the Apple Pencil. It makes me feel like I can translate my complex neurodivergent thoughts in real time. I also love the squeeze to erase feature. It just makes for a very frictionless, wonderful, and effective ideation and organization experience for me. Again, I'm just learning how to use Notability more and more in my unique workflow. Like for example, I'm planning a carousel here, an Instagram post with all of these MacBook Neos and the tote bags and the shirts, and I'm just drawing up a quick concept, taking a few notes. I don't need like a drawing app to do this. It doesn't need to be perfect, but again, this is just such an intuitive, quick, frictionless experience. And Notability encourages me to do this, which is super helpful again for me because planning is everything. Anyway, now that I can check off touching grass and this Notability workflow for the day, it is time to head to my office, which I can walk to from here, which is wonderful. As much as I enjoyed growing up in the suburbs and currently living in a suburban part of Ann Arbor, the walkability of downtown Ann Arbor is just unrivaled. I mean, it's not as intimidating as Chicago or New York, and you just get to come down here and really enjoy your time and get fresh air and, get some steps in, so I'm just so glad that I have a workspace down here. And speaking of the devil, here is that workspace. I absolutely love it in here. It's just nice to have a place to make a mess and work, a studio environment that isn't in your home. I worked from home for years and it drove me crazy, so I found this place last year, moved in, and haven't looked back since. I also get wonderful natural or window light in here and a really sick view of the stadium, even though I don't care about football at all. Unfortunately or fortunately, I'm more concerned with my work that I'm never quite caught up on. Anyway, we are sitting at my productivity desk setup powered by a 15-inch MacBook Air with 32 gigs of RAM. It's a whole beast, but it doesn't have the same friendly feel as the MacBook Neo, which I'm so happy is flanking it here. And speaking of friendly, one of my high school friends is giving me a FaceTime call. Let's see what's going on with him. I totally didn't orchestrate this at all, so we could naturally test the tiny webcam on here. Like, it's genuinely hard to see with my camera. Anyway, it's decent quality, that's all I gotta say. It'll do the trick. This is what the quality looks like on his end, so not bad. Anyway, shout out to my boy Oscar. Love this man. He's been helping me with content for years. He's the sweetest. And also shout out to the man behind the scenes in this video, Diego, another high school friend of mine. Super creative and talented. A good portion of this video would not have been possible without his help, and both of these guys have been with me from the start, so love them. They're the best. Good friends are truly everything. Anyway, enough with being sappy. It's time to get back to work. I like to keep a lot of windows open on my ultra wide, which is why I like having my Neo as a bit of a companion here for word processing. We're going to copy some of the thought dump from Notability over to Obsidian, which is where I compile or write all my final scripts. It helps to kind of compartmentalize, and this gets a little bit boring after a minute, so I'm tempted to pick up my phone, but knowing me, I'll probably get lost in the sauce. So the next best thing is to use iPhone mirroring, which is a super convenient feature that allows you to access your phone without touching it, which is perfect for me because, again, it's a humongous distraction. It's also getting a little dim, so let's turn on some backlighting. Anyway, I'm messaging my cousin on Snapchat. This is where I keep up with him, and I'm telling him to go watch the Backrooms movie once it's out. I'm super excited to see that, and boom, I'm done. I didn't get stuck on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, and I'm back to work. Okay, now that I've wrapped up some scripting, it is time to actually do some creative work for a client here. So I'm going to bring the Neo over to my creative desk setup, which is powered by a behemoth, monstrous 128 gig M4 Max Studio, which of course is where I plug my 8TB M.2 into thanks to Thunderbolt 5. And naturally, I have a Pro Display XDR to round off the whole setup here if it wasn't ridiculous enough. But whatever, I love it and I actually use it. Okay, so here's the workflow here. Remember that pre-editing or pre-production we were doing earlier at home? Well, I have that list back open here on my MacBook Neo to serve as my guide to align B-roll correctly and quickly. I also, again, have those like colored blocks that help keep me locked in as well that correspond with this list. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does, but I also love using universal control, which allows me to take my cursor from my Mac Studio over to my Neo so I can check things off the list seamlessly without a hitch. That's Apple software for you, paired with the incredible hardware like this M4 Max chip that helps me render my projects at lightning speed. And with that client project exported and sent over for feedback and approval, this is a pretty typical behind the scenes process for me and other creators. It is time to head out. We're making our way home, but there's one more stop to go because I'm getting a little hungry and the sun is not down yet. So I cannot possibly think of a better place to go than Costco, because not only do they have cheap cheap food, but there's always something I need here. So we're gonna head in there, and oh look, it's semi-twink 21-year-old me with Christmas in his eyes. I wonder what'll go wrong. Okay, for the record, I don't miss being 21. That was a uniquely miserable time of my life. I was still in college and lots was going on. I'm glad I've grown up a bit, even though I have an iPhone 10 notch hairline now. But, you know, as the French would say in France, c'est la vie. And Quebec and wherever else they speak French. Anyway, love being in Costco. It's always a vibe. And look, they sell the MacBook Neo because of course they do. They have taste. Getting back on track though, I'm in here for two reasons. Once again, I'm hungry, but I always like coming in here just to grab a few items. I don't like having a big shopping haul all at once, and I live close enough, so I like to split up the shopping. So today I'm just grabbing these lime rolled tortilla chips. They're so good, and I want to make sure I have a couple because sometimes Costco devastates me and gets rid of an item. So at least I'm stocked up for the time being. Again, these are so good. Check them out if they're available at your local Costco. And now it's time for the highlight of my day, going to the Costco food court. I wish I was kidding, I'm not. It slaps every single time, and it's affordable too. You also gotta try their chicken strips or whatever they just started selling. Great sauce, and it's just a lot of chicken. It lasted me like 2 meals, I'm not even joking. But for now, I'm happy with this slice of pizza, a Coke, and this video I've been meaning to watch from my good friend and social media mentor of sorts over the years, Isaac, aka Canoopsy, who I think is largely to blame for my expansion into lifestyle content like this at this level. So shout out to him for his support and guidance over the years. I would not be where I am without him. Also shout out to Tom, I love you too. Anyway, this recent video of his is about his experiences in China, experiencing some tech that we don't have over here in North America, and it's a really cool personal piece, so definitely check that out. It may just be his best work yet. Also, shout out to the viewer who caught me filming this in Costco. It was a super sweet interaction and it made my whole night. But anyway, Costco's about to close. I did come here a bit late, but I had to wrap up this fire video and my fire Costco pizza Coke combo. It would be a sin if I didn't. So yeah, overall a successful Costco run. I'll probably be back here in 2 days anyway. And finally, it's time to head home. I'm definitely getting a bit tired, and thankfully there is not much left to do in the day other than some upkeep and relaxing, so naturally the first thing I do is feed my starving children. They're gonna have their second helping of wet food for the day. The same flavor every time, incredibly real. I'm the same way. I outfit repeat, I meal repeat, just neurodivergent things, you know? Anyway, now it's time to unwind a bit. I'm gonna take my silver Neo here and open up Prime Video so I can wrap up The Boys. Season 5 just came out, and of course Anthony Starr's Oscar-deserving portrayal of the main villain Homelander is something to behold. You gotta check this show out. It is something else. Although if you're averse to vulgar, violent, or graphic content, I would skip this, so keep that in mind. Anyway, I wrapped up the first episode. They're good to catch up, and now it's really time to get ready for bed. These are my pajamas. I'm a shameless pajamas wearer. I will die on that hill. I don't care. And now it's time to just do a little bit of last minute Notion task management just to make sure I'm on track for the next day. It's always good to know what I'm going to do generally. And one of the last things I try to do before I go to bed is let my parents know that I love them and just wish them a good night or a good morning. And that about wraps up the day here. It's now time to plug this thing into charge. I find it so funny how this is the only time I interact with any of the ports with this machine. I only plug it into charge and it gets pretty decent battery life from my experience. So yeah, this has been a day in my life with the MacBook Neo. I hope you've enjoyed this colorful concept as much as I enjoy these lovely colorful machines. They really, truly bring me back to a time when I was just so full of joy and awe for tech, and I'm just so grateful that Apple has kept that energy alive, and I really, sincerely hope they continue to with future products.